And now it's time for Coffee Talk, brought to you by EFB, Ashley, and
Brittany.
Get to
Spill the tea.
Thank you, EFB, Electric Fountain Brewing, right here in downtown Quincy. The best coffee, if I can say that. I know there's a lot of good coffee, but it's the best coffee. And they make it in a way that there's a flavor for everyone, even if you don't like the flavor of coffee, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they roast their own coffee. So a lot of our local coffee shops around here use EFB coffee for their own coffee.
Yeah, it's the best. Absolutely. Okay. So today, lots of stuff to talk about. Obviously, just came back from a wonderful 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
How was yours?
It was okay.
Uneventful? Eventful?
I mean, we stopped down at Freedom Fest. It was great. Had some good food. And then we walked back home and watched the fireworks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were in LaGrange at my in-laws, so I apologize for not making it to the Freedom Fest. But we did go to LaGrange's fireworks, and holy cow, I heard Quincy's were the best they've ever been.
The best they've ever been.
So I don't want to slight that, but LaGrange, man, for such a small community, they put on one hell of a show.
Nice.
Yeah. And then it's
Do you know who does theirs by chance?
I think the casino helps, which probably helps the fundage. And then I don't know if it's like the Lions Club or if they have a chamber, but it's a couple of different groups.
Awesome.
So it kind of helps with the money aspect.
Yeah.
But I heard Freedom Fest fireworks were some of the best that they've ever been.
It was great.
Yeah, that's cool. Elsewhere,
Over
also,
in Hannibal, they celebrated the Tom Sawyer Days, like they do every 4th of July. And I noticed recently on the Things Happening in Hannibal page, so there's always things happening on that page.
Yeah.
Somebody posed the question, hey, did that lady get the frog event shut down? I had no idea what they were talking about, so I had to go back and do my...
You're like, get my detective hat on.
Exactly. So prior to that, a woman posted on the Things Happening in Hannibal page asking the public to question whether or not the 40-year-old tradition of the frog jumping contest could be changed if it was cruelty towards animals. And she claimed that, all these frogs are taken out of their homes because they are usually wild frogs caught from different creeks, ponds, whatever nearby. And then they're released. And she made the claim that they soon die afterwards. I'm not sure, the validity behind it.
Okay.
The organization does have rules against mistreating them. I think back in the past they had coolers where they'd ice them down because they could jump higher.
Oh. Nitro?
Yeah, I guess. Frogs do have, pain receptors, so they can feel pain.
Yeah.
I kind of see it both ways. Somebody put it in the comments, I'm pretty sure frog season's happening here shortly, and somebody else goes, it started June 30th. And by frog season, hunting them.
Yeah.
Frog legs, it's a common appetizer on the menu, especially after they've, the season, because people like to do them themselves,
I mean, I enjoy frog legs. I also see that
I've never had frog.
You haven't?
I can't bring myself to do it.
Well, they do look like frog legs when you're eating them, so I understand why people can't do it.
And I've had pet frogs in the past.
Yeah.
So, I believe in humanely treating them. But at the same time, I guess that claim is where it's I don't know. Do they die?
I mean, I guess ultimately it is, do you... I am, me, we're both kind of in the same boat when it comes to humanely treating any living thing. I catch bugs out of swimming pools, so don't ask me if I think it's okay that frogs are snatched from their homes and made to jump across, hot pavement or wherever they're jumping, right? I think that we could probably do something different.
But it's a 40-year-old tradition based off of Mark Twain's 1865 short story, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to...
Mark Twain would be with her on this one.
I don't want to sound soft. I don't want to sound like, we should break a tradition. However, I'm also in the camp that just because we've always done it that way doesn't mean that it makes it right.
She posed that question as well.
Yeah. So I know they have plastic frogs that you really got to get jumping. Maybe that would be fun. I mean, obviously it's not as fun, but sometimes you got to look at things from a different perspective.
I guess my thing would be if instead of releasing them maybe back into captivity, if what she's saying is, you took them out of their place.
Yeah.
So then you release them back, and
they're distressed.
They're distressed because they're not from the, and then they just went through that. Why not cook them all and then feed them for?
Well, I don't know if that really lends to the argument of humanely treating them. I don't know. I mean, I guess it adds.
They're not going to be distressed after
their
project.
It's kind of like that thing where people think that hunting deer is inhumane, but people, if you feed them to use, or if you use them to feed the needy, then it's a different angle.
Yeah.
Maybe you might be onto something.
I don't know. Like, what's the difference? Are deer more like
populous?
Like, for those that are like, I would never be able to hunt a deer and eat it. Are you eating cheeseburgers? Like, does a deer matter more than a cow?
Well, I think it's mostly like, I don't think anything matters more than anything, but you won't catch me out shooting an animal, and you probably won't catch me jumping a frog on the street.
Yeah.
Just because that's the way I feel. Am I going to make everyone change what they want to do because I feel a certain way? Absolutely not.
Speaking of which, that brings me to my next subject.
Okay.
Also on July 4th, I saw a couple of people online posting their upside down American flags.
Okay.
Now, this particular post that I saw was one gal who she posted it to public so everyone could see. So then it was kind of odd to me that when people were commenting, saying things like, because she is the one that was flying her flag upside down, and then her neighbor started yelling at her. Actually, it was her man, back and forth. They were yelling back and forth about flag law. Now, he's flying his flag upside down, and he's screaming, his neighbor is screaming at him that he's a communist, and how dare you do this on July 4th, and he's screaming back, this is a sign that our country is in distress, and our country is in distress. You hypocrite. You don't shine a light on your flag at night. You don't celebrate, or you don't abide by flag law either. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure that under the flag law, though, that light thing.
Is there a flag law, or is it etiquette?
It's called flag law.
Okay, I didn't know it was that serious. Okay.
It is etiquette.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to get arrested for not shining a light on your flag at the end of the night. You're not going to get arrested for flying your flag upside down, because we live in America, and like we said on Club Muddy, that flag makes those things happen. Makes it those things possible. Anyway, the flying the flag, I guess, upside down, I don't see eye to eye with it, especially on July 4th.
Are we really in distress? I mean, I know there are things, but if you look back, because everybody thinks about our world being this huge dumpster fire, but if you look back, in history, we're doing things okay. I mean, we're not our forefathers out digging trenches and doing things. I mean, we're sitting in an air-conditioned office, typing on a keyboard, being able to say these things without fear of retaliation. I mean, yes, there are some things that could be done better in our country. There could be better leadership of our country. But is it something that we need to, I think we should probably do our homework on historical distress, and then really kind of look at, are we really in distress, or are we being a little dramatic in the sense that we want attention? And that was why I think she posted it on Facebook, and then unfortunately didn't get the response that she wanted. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're putting something like that on Facebook, you're looking for a little validity. You're looking to be validated.
Yeah, about 90% of the comments were against what she was doing, and she responded to every single one of those comments with a response back, more or less saying, you support pedophiles, you support racists, you support pedophiles, you support racists. Because if it gave any kind of conservative view or view of respect for the flag, it was immediately, you're a Trump supporter,
tied back to Trump,
and then associate him with being the racist pedophile, and then put that on you. It is crazy how easily elevated she was. So I can see how maybe she genuinely does think our country is in distress.
A lot of people who think our country are in distress, they really, I don't think they know history. I just don't think they know. And you have a right to feel distressed about certain things going on. But if you're looking at this country today through all of the issues that we're facing, and not looking at the country as a whole, taking into account the history and where things could be and how far we've come, obviously we still have a long way to go. But if you're looking at it through the eyes of the negative lens of everything that's going on, obviously you're going to think we're distressed. A lot of it is perspective. And if that's how you want to live your life, I say that's why we have the flag. You can live your life however you want. What a miserable existence.
Oh, I know. And then again, when you don't get the response that you wanted, immediately turning to elevating the conversation to name calling, destroying, like just because you don't agree
personal
with
attacks.
And just like where we started this from, because you don't agree with it.
But a lot of people, I think, they're looking for that argument. They're looking for that. They want to stir the pot.
Well, yeah, I mean, half of these people that are posting these things and then screaming, "Why are you on my page?" Blah blah blah. You're posting them public. That's the greatest thing. Like you literally made this post so that it's not going to just your friends. You put it out for the public to see.
That's on purpose.
Then cry about the public's response.
I think we call that clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I guess I would just caution that there are good things happening in the world. But if you want to focus on something just to further your agenda of Orange Man bad, I guess go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
And then finally, that brings us to the last subject of Coffee Talk today, before the Good News Brews.
Yeah.
My genius idea. So I need to get a hold of Mark Zuckerberg because I think I could solve all of our problems here at Muddy River News.
Not all of them, but a good portion.
Yeah. Well, a major portion of them stems from people reading things on Facebook and immediately going to type, because we live in a country that is free and you don't have to have a license to comment.
We're also lazy as hell.
And you can't read the article or get past the headline, for that matter. I'm tired of people being like, that's a leading headline. What do you think we're supposed to be doing around here?
We're supposed to entice you to click and read. However, it just entices people to formulate their own opinion based on 6 words and then take to the comments.
Exactly. So a program needs to be installed. I looked into it. It does not exist yet. Facebook doesn't take any third-party programs.
You better go ahead and say this idea
is now going to be copyrighted. Copyrighted.
Anyway, yeah, we're smart.
It is. As soon as we stop recording this, I'm taking to it.
Yes.
And I'm sure, like, I kind of think, like, when I was reading and asking about this, that it is formulated. It's going to be there. It's whether or not Mark Zuckerberg decides to implement it. But where we implement a program on our page to make it so that you can't comment until you click on the story. Now, I'm not saying I can't force you to read the story, but I want to be able to say, hey, they actually clicked on it to see the details.
Yeah,
I think there's programs too where you can make them have to stay on it for a certain amount of seconds. Again, you can't force them to read.
You can lead the horse to water, but I mean, I think Zuckerberg is going to be like, why would I do that? I love the divisiveness that this brings.
Because it will be available to companies for $150.99 a month. You know,
$150.99. That's a good cost. I like that. Yeah, I like that. So then you think Facebook is going to instate this charge that if they have a business Facebook page that they can. Okay.
Do you want your business to run smoothly?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it only works for, I don't know, informative sites like ours, because if you're running a business site, do you really need them to click on your post before they comment?
I mean, you would hope that they're actually interested in learning about what you're posting before.
But what if it's
comment,
like, you know, your specials for Kelly's?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you can just click on the picture and comment. Same good. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's not going to fix all the world's problems, but you know what? It's a start.
Yeah.
And then people do have to click before they run their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike us, we just run these mouths, baby, and I love it. But
we have to read the stories to run our mouths.
Well, we also, yes, we do. Well, you all do your homework before you write these stories, and you do it very well. So it is kind of, you know, show some respect and not only appreciate the work that goes into local media, but appreciate the actual story that is being reported, because although the headline is supposed to be enticing and eye-catching, it doesn't give the whole story, and you as an intuitive human being should want to know that story.
Yeah.
Right? We're all curious. Even if we like to fight, intelligence is a way that you can learn more. And then unfortunately, the more you learn, the more you realize you know nothing about anything, right? But one thing I do know for sure is what I was talking about earlier, perspective runs a big portion of our minds and our attitudes on a daily basis. So one of the things we like to do here at the end of every coffee talk is talk about something good going on in our community. There are so many good things going on in our community. We talk about memorial concerts. We talk about people coming together for the greater good. We talk about veterans. We talk about, there's always something to celebrate. One of the things that I saw today as I was scrolling Facebook, and normally, which is not all kittens and rainbows, but today I scrolled past this thing and I, swiped back down because I was like, what's this? Some kind human being learned that there was a veteran at the vet's home that is not doing well, and he used to love to ride motorcycles. So this kind person is trying to organize a large motorcycle rally to go drive by this veteran's window. Okay, so that's going to make me cry, because that is not only so sweet, but then organizing something for the good of someone, especially during their last days, is just, I think that's so good. That is some Good News Brews, right?
It is.
Yes. And I think before I start crying on that note, because it is very touching. Am I alone here?
No, it is.
It's so touching. So thank you to that kind individual, and I really hope that we can get we did get a lot of motorcycles to drive past this individual's room, because no doubt he deserves it, and what a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should end it on that note, don't you think?
Yep.
Okay, good deal. All right, that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
Thank you so much, EFB, and thank you to all of you for listening, watching, tuning in. We love you.